that's not productive. We need to support each other, and the way we do it is to talk about it. When we're on Facebook and you see something that's going on, even if you can't be there, when we have signings and when we have shows that are coming up for our fellow artists, share it like you share some of that other stuff that might not be as productive. And that's the best way to get our voice out there. So, all right. All right. Tiera, are you ready? I'm ready. All right, everybody.
Tiera, Poetic Owl.
How you doing?
Great.
Great. I titled it, but I'm not. Okay. We'll find out in a second.
We can't hear you. Scoot up. Scoot up. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Okay. In the darkness, beautiful things grow. Beautiful, extraordinary, absolutely amazing. I'm not one of them. And yet, I found myself stumbling through hues of blacks and grays and midnight blues, blinded by the sudden overtake of monotony that I have yet to get accustomed to, yet to be familiar with. In the darkness, I falter. I fall, I fail, I drop things, I stumble, unable to measure and plan my own steps accordingly, as if I got somebody else's feet attached to me. Failing to see the hope that is so vibrant when the lights are on. Each issue and concern tapping me on my shoulder, insecurities trailing and behind me. I just need my space. I feel suffocated. Overwhelmed is an understatement. I feel underwhelmed in this darkness, this deprivation. And to think, that's funny, and to think, there was a time when I would honestly wait for happiness to find me, to come and seek me through the crowd. But I understand to an extent, kind of arrogant, sounds like, happiness coming to find me of all the people in the world. Hey, hon, did you need me? I did need you. It's about time you got here. I want to later find out I don't need happiness to come and find me. That's not happiness' job. No, I will come and find you when I need you. And we'll meet. Whether or not the lights sparkle for me or flicker on is a direct consequence of me switching on the light switch. I take responsibility for that. Instead of sitting in the darkness, in the deprivation, in the nothingness, where it's cold, waiting on happiness to find me, I do my part and become the light, switching the light switch on.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much. Any questions, comments, or thoughts?
What is that you do?
Good question. Okay. So, y'all talked about earlier how poetry evolves. This painting has been through a lot, okay? It's been through a lot of changes, a lot of, it needs something. No, it don't need nothing. It just do its own thing. And then finally I said, you know what it needs? It needs a light bulb, because that's exactly how I feel sometimes when I wake up in the morning and the sun is shining, but I don't see the sun. I don't see the sun sometimes. All those little markings, I'm interpreting this completely different now from when I painted it. All of those little markings, that's all of the insecurities, that's all of the troubles, they just following me.
Yeah.
Did y'all see my light bulb?
Yeah. Yeah.
My light bulb in the midst of the chaos. That's the word.
Yeah. That's beautiful. Yeah. Any other questions, comments, or thoughts?
How'd you know? It is so, I'm not a graphic, I'm not a visual artist. So it is so wonderful to hear. I know that as a poet, that our poetry evolves as we evolve, our poetry evolves, we can pull out something that we created a year ago in a different place in our lives, and then when we look at it again, it's like, I'm somewhere different now, right? And it's always evolving and growing and changing. And it's so wonderful to hear that that even happens in visual art as well. And that what a poem or what a painting meant to you when you first created it, it's different. As you grow, as you evolve, you look back on it and you see something different. And it means something different. So that is so phenomenal. And I really love the light bulb. I did not see the light until you mentioned the light bulb, and now I can't not see it. Yeah. So that is just so phenomenal. That is so phenomenal. Thank you so much for sharing.
And then what's crazy is this probably is not even the final form. I'm not even going to force it no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just put it back where I got it from. Then I look at it a few times and I sit there and I think about it. I'm not even going to force it. I'm going to let it go.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
One thing I would like to point out is that it's in two pieces. So I like kind of looking at things where nothing is happenstance, even if when we do it, it's not a conscious decision, but it's still a creative purpose. You know, and so if you take one piece apart, you don't see the light bulb because it's on both canvases, and so it has to be complete. And then, okay, so because I was all into this, the yellow is the last, it's not, nothing else is on top of the yellow. And so even though you were saying how you kept going and kept going, it's like you stopped or breathed after you put the yellow, you know. And there were so many nuggets, the tapping on your shoulder, your insecurities and things. And I know as a woman of color, you always have that, ooh, do I have too much attitude, you know? Did I hunch my shoulders down enough? You know, is my tongue is it too quick? Is it not quick enough? Then am I weak if I don't, you know, and just all of those. And I thought it was interesting that you said tapping on shoulder instead of just like a push or something like that. And then, okay, I'm gonna stop after this one. I know, like, I just kept writing. And then you said it's a choice. And as a woman, that really meant something to me because I had to learn that it was a choice. Nobody was going to make it happen for me. Nobody or nothing can make me happy. It's a choice. Like, okay, I'm going to be happy because they my feelings. Cat Williams said it best, but I can't say really what he said, but they my self-esteem. Y'all know it if y'all seen it. But he was true about it. And then after that, everything I see, perception is different because I've already decided to be happy. And it was just powerful. You kept saying how you were waiting for happiness. And how many times have we waited? Like we spend our whole life. Like, right. Like I'm just gonna sit here and wait. And then you be like, well, stupid. You know, get up. Nobody said something was coming to you, you know. And just say, I get you when I'm ready for you. I mean, the whole thing, it was just nasty. The whole thing was just, we was just, yeah. And then tying in what Jody said about we're our ancestors' wildest dreams, you know, and we sit up here waiting on our happiness when even our sad is better than what they had. I mean, you know.
Like, why don't you go? That was just, it was just.
That's good stuff. Yeah.
It was.
And then Motherland over here is crying. I mean, I could just keep this, and even just the order in which all of you all came. You know, and then we end with light, as it's supposed to be. If everybody does their part, you know, if we take heed to each other and treat each other kind and lift up our brothers as we're supposed to, we'll have light. And that's just beautiful. Let me stop. Tell us about any of your other art that you have back there.
Okay, so I'm Tiera. few of y'all may know me, it's T-Strokes the Artist. I'm the creator of T-Strokes Waist Beads. I design these waist beads and other body jewelry, such as body chains. I can make them with beads or like a gold chain, and I make them for women who are expecting. I make them for little girls. I make them for babies. I make them for women who are really like, what's the word I'm looking for at the moment? They're focused on their weight gain or weight loss. I do have these in the back. I do also have business cards. They do not have my phone number on them for a reason. Okay? That's all. But yes, that's what I do. I do also have an Etsy shop. You can find me on Etsy. That's ETSY. T-Strokes Waist Beads. I do have a Facebook page, or you can follow me on Instagram. I'm T-Strokes Paint Goddess.